Hello, I'm Rick Stivers. I'd like to welcome you to Young Martin's Reels. Today I went to an estate sale and picked up some reels on the cheap. And so I'm not going to do a video on any of these. This is going to be the reels that I quickly do and go into my donation to children pile. This is a Danny the Dinosaur reel made by South Bend. And it comes with a matching purple rod. It says Danny the Dinosaur on it. And this one is in operational shape, although it's very stiff. So I'm going to have to pull it down and redo it. Next in the list is a Zebco 33. And it is frozen. It will not turn. Okay, so I've got some serious work to do on that one. It is the Chinese made, I believe. It's got the plastic foot. It could be made in the U.S. But I think it does say made in the U.S. on there. Let's see. I can't really tell. Anyway, that's one that's got to be torn all the way down, lubricated, and put back together. It's going to go on a reel rod for a kid. Then we got the Zebco 404, which is a nice little reel. It looks really nice. It does have a little bit of a gear grind to it when you wind it, if you wind it fast, because I think it's a little shy on lubrication. So that's going to make a nice reel for a kid. Then we've got this Zebco 202, and it's one of the later models. And let's see what this one says. That one says made in the USA, so it's not as new as a lot of the older, newer Zebcos, but it's been through the mill a little bit, the tags and stuff. But hey, it's going to a kid. They're going to hopefully go out and fish it and toss it on the ground and do all the things that kids do to reels. I'm going to clean it up and have it ready to go for them. And last but not least was this Shakespeare Synergy reel. And this thing's pretty heavy. And I was hoping that this reel would have the gear in it that I need to fix that ladyfish reel that I was going to fix for the little girl. And I don't think they're the same reel. In my mind, they were practically the same reel. But no, they're completely different. This one's got the cross-through bar and everything. It's a completely different reel. So this one I'm going to tear it apart, lubricate it. And it does need a new handle, but I have a feeling I have one of those in my box of 1,000 handles. And so those are what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully they'll be up and running here in the next few days. I hope you guys are happy with it. I'm going to sit here and watch TV and work on fishing reels. Well, the reels are done now. This one, believe it or not, was one of the most difficult ones to do because it had difficulty trying to troubleshoot it. What would happen is after I lubricated, put it all back together, after you push the button, when you go to wind, it would lock. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, couldn't figure out. I lubed it, I re-lubed it, I took it apart, put it back together, took it just over and over, couldn't figure anything out. And finally, what I found in the inside of the spinner head or rotor, depending on which terminology you want to use, the little tab that holds the pin was bent towards the center post just a little bit. I bent that back to where it was at a perfect 90-degree angle, and the reel works perfect. Okay, got this one done now. The Shakespeare Synergy. I was not able to take the pinion gear out of that one and put it into the ladyfish. Totally different. It was not the same size, nor even the same size as center hole, but it worked out beautifully. I went ahead and put a new handle on it. I had one, like I said, in that handle pile down there. And that makes for a really nice looking reel. It's fully functional now. The 404 was actually in very good shape to begin with. All it really needed was some lubrication. It didn't hardly even need much cleaning. And it's now mounted and ready for a kid. And then there's the 202. And this 202 cap looks a little rough. I believe I've got one out in the shed. I just didn't go out there and get one. So I'm going to see if I've got another cap to put on there so the reel looks nice for the kid. Anyway, those four are done. The 33 ended up in the trash can because the center shaft on the axle was completely frozen inside. I even beat on the thing with a hammer for a while until I finally cracked the case. It would not budge at all. There was no movement in it whatsoever. So the parts of that ended up in my parts bag. And anyway, these are ready to go out to the kids. So if you know any kids who need a rod, let me know.